ladies and gentlemen. Indeed, I don't need to tell you again, but you all know this is the most successful year British GT ever had since we took over already many years ago, and ever had since the championship started in the mid-90s.
Well, you know how to throw an event, don't you?
Yes, in the center of London, I have to say it's good. The weather is not exactly what it could have been, but it's normal for this time of the year.
Well, we've experienced that. We've had that very conversation on many a grid, in fact, haven't we?
Yes, it's been, 12 seasons we're running British GT, so, and it's going better and better.
Well, I mean, this one is something of a record breaker, isn't it?
Yeah, I think we're full capacity entry, 32 cars at Oulton Park, and Benjamin will run the championship for something like 40 at Silverstone, so the best grid we ever had.
I mean, it's just astonishing. What do you attribute the success to?
GT3, the success, and the hard work of my team.
Why do people love these cars? What's the passion for the cars from the public?
But really, this category has allowed manufacturers to build race cars based on the production model that wouldn't be too expensive to develop and then for the team to run. So, it remains expensive racing. We all agree that racing McLaren and Ferrari is nothing cheap, but it is cheaper than it's been in the past, and you have a wider diversity of models available. So it makes it even more excited. Now we have 14 different models homologating, and that is all the magic about it.
So do you think people come to watch the races because they want to see, well, is Aston better than McLaren? Is it better than the BMW? Is it better than the Mercedes? Is that the appeal, do you think?
Yeah, it's really because now people can relate to these cars. They all remain dream cars, but if you're successful, you can get one of them, and for the teams it's important because they find drivers, they find sponsors, so it's all going well, and it's a nice circle.
Do you have any hot tips for this season?
I have no idea. It's open, last year at the last event we had about, I think, 4 or 5 different cars that had a chance to win, so this year it's going to be as open, and that's what makes it really interesting.
Well, I need to touch on the situation with Formula 3, if you don't mind, because it's a new way of doing things this season.
I mean, every series in motorsport, most series have their up and downs. And while we're celebrating the success of British GT at the moment, we shouldn't forget that 4 years ago, we had 12 cars, and it was really on the dip. Now British F3 is the victim of a new international championship, FIA European Championship, which is launched. So in motorsport, everybody likes the new big thing. We have to continue, we have to stand, and we have a reduced program, but we hope to present a decent grid. And I'm very confident that the same will happen with F3 than what happened with GT, and maybe in 2-3 years we'll have a very good grid in British F3 as well.
Well, absolutely. I mean, that said, there are 12 F3 races, and they're at some of the best tracks in Europe, aren't they?
Yeah. We had an excellent program, but we had to reduce it to less races in order to have a better grid. So we will see.
It's all good. How are you finding today? What a turnout! You're just stopping. People are turning their heads on the streets of London. It's not just for the cars and the bus, it's because there's a real excitement this season, isn't there?
Yeah, but anywhere in London, if you have 3 supercars, one next to the other, people are going to stop by. So imagine if there's 3 supercar race cars, then it's even going to be a better success.
It's pretty brilliant. I'll leave you with this last one then. If you could be racing any of the cars that are going to be starting at Oulton, what would you be in? By
principle, I don't have a favorite. All these cars are my favorite ones, and I wouldn't choose.